Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning has been on the arts. My next guest is here to tell us about the Milwaukee Artist Resource Network, located in the heart of Milwaukee's historic Third Ward. Mal Montoya is the president and CEO of MARN. How are you, Mal?
I am doing awesome. Thank you so much, Andrea, for having me here today.
Well, I'm happy to have you here, and I am eager to hear more about the Milwaukee Artist Resource Network. So if you would fill us in.
Well, we're a nonprofit organization that has been supporting the arts here in Milwaukee for nearly 20 years. In fact, next year we'll be celebrating our 20 years as an organization. Several years ago, we were very, very fortunate and received a relatively large grant that was designed to help build our operational capacity. And with that grant, our board sat down and kind of re-visualized what we could do to be most effective and to provide a benefit for our arts community here in the Milwaukee Artist Resource in the Milwaukee area. So we stepped forward. We took a huge leap to create what we call the MARN Art and Culture Hub. And this is where I am sitting today. I'm actually right in the main area within the hub.
It's beautiful.
Thank you so very much. We currently have a show that will be running through the balance of October. And this is all artwork by our members. We're a membership-driven organization. We're open to the public, of course, but the membership is what we're really striving to add the benefit for. And at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is create opportunity for artists here in the Milwaukee area. So what a better location than to be right here in the historic Third Ward, this beautiful facility that we've been building out over the last year and a half through the pandemic. And we're just about ready to go live with it. We've been doing some previews. We've had folks coming through and enjoying the space. We have, if you ever can come in and see, a beautiful marketplace that, again, is just local artwork. We have a beautiful cafe area. I'm actually sitting in the cafe, and a beautiful exhibit area as well. The exhibit area is a state-of-the-art gallery that we're very, very proud of. Little things such as the types of lights to the types of walls, all mobile, all very, very flexible. We'll, again, offer that opportunity for those that are fortunate enough, I hope, to be in the space, to see their work, and to have their work on display here.
Wow, it's really awesome. And I really am interested in getting your opinion on the importance of having the public appreciate art in a way that they can really see it through the eyes of the artist and really have their own interpretation.
That's an excellent question. And that was something that drove us as a board to build this space, was how can we make art more accessible? And what we decided to do was, we thought that, hey, well, why don't we bring in perhaps a little kiosk that we can serve coffee? And then we realized what a beautiful open space this was. We have beautiful windows that anybody walking by here on Broadway can see. And we actually built a cafe that we wanted people who may not think about walking into a nonprofit, who may not be thinking about walking into an art gallery, will find themselves coming in. Everybody loves coffee. Most folks enjoy a nice glass of wine. So we presented that as essentially the hook. So we have folks that are walking by all day long, see this beautiful cafe, walk in, and then they see this magnificent exhibit hall with this beautiful artwork in it. And it's a perfect mix. So what we're able to do essentially is to use this location to create those opportunities. We felt it was very important that that art be accessible. So this is why we created what we created here.
Yeah, and I think it's even more important that you have the opportunity to showcase local artists, because that word local is big when you talk about, you've heard people say the starving artist. So there are people who, would really sacrifice going to a 9-to-5 and doing, the typical things in order to be able to make their art. So having a place for them to display it is so very important, needless to say, right?
Absolutely. So, at the heart of our mission of the organization is to help bridge that gap or to help develop artists who, just as you mentioned, maybe they took classes in college, or maybe they have an art degree. Maybe they've always wanted to be an artist, but they're an accountant, they're a lawyer, they're an attorney, but they haven't built that practice. Our organization does exactly that. It brings those resources together so that those that want to have a developed art practice can actually have a place here, for example, to show their work. Without a doubt, it's very important.
Yeah. So, talk about the role MARN plays when it comes to social justice and education of important issues that are happening not only in the Milwaukee community, but across the country.
Well, we're very, very supportive of all of the social justice issues that our artists find themselves in the midst of, whether it be this past year through the pandemic, struggling artists trying to just find an opportunity right through to the Black Lives Matter era that we passed through. We sit on Indigenous lands here. We have a statement that acknowledges the lands that we're sitting on. Absolutely, every single element is very, very important to us. Our art, a lot of the art that we have here is driven by social justice issues. And we not only advance that, but we provide those opportunity to those artists who want to present themselves, present their statements, present their passion. But at the heart of it is just that. It's social justice. It's trying to find not only equality, but it's also trying to identify and work with those that have not been as fortunate, for example, let's say even our organization. But we want to make this accessible to one and all, without a doubt.
Yeah, and my question is dealing with really that artist who may be watching or someone who knows an artist. How would they go about becoming a member or even having their art displayed there at MARN?
Sure. They can go to our website, marnarts.org, for any information regarding becoming a member. But I do also want to make sure that everybody understands that this place is a public place as much as anything. So anybody from the general public can come right in. So this is that platform for the general public as well as for the artists. So we put out probably 5 shows a year here in the exhibit hall. And most of those are dedicated to our members. So the current show, for example, that we have here is what we call our Salon Show. MARN Salons is a program that brings in international critics to discuss and talk art with local artists and local critics. And it's a year-long program that culminates with an exploration and a development of many pieces of art. And we're very, very fortunate to have that show here now. And yes, some of it can be controversial. Some of it can be very easy and pleasant to see, but some of it can also challenge you. And we'll ask you to think about things that maybe you may not otherwise be thinking about or be on the forefront of your mind. But this is where this is the place for that to take place.
I mean, isn't that what art is all about? Yeah. Those
Absolutely.
things that make you think and, just make you question what was the artist thinking and feeling when they created this artwork. So I understand you guys have workshops, and I'm guessing this is specifically for artists because you deal with things like how to price your work, even taxes. Maybe you've sold a piece of art that's for a certain amount of money, social media branding, effective self-promotion, even shipping your artwork. And that could be something that, artists who have created things have questions about. So that's pretty awesome as well.
You're absolutely correct. The workshops are imperative. So a lot of students, for example, who graduated from art school, it's changing a little bit more and more so, but the business end of becoming an artist is absolutely critical. So it's not just a portfolio review. It's not just getting insight on how you can present your work in a location such as this, but it's that business side of being an artist. Understanding what it means to have that practice is imperative. So yes, those are some of the workshops that we offer as well.
Yeah, and I think what really makes your organization special and unique is the fact that you embrace all of the different things that makes Milwaukee the diverse city that it is and the dynamic city that it is. So I really hope that those watching will take an opportunity to stop on by and really see what's happening there at the Milwaukee Artist Resource Network. Is there anything else? We've got less than a minute for you to tell us as we wrap things up.
No, just we want to thank the very generous community that has helped make this possible. As again, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, so their donations have been very important to us. So our heartfelt thanks to them. And we carry that and we shepherd those thoughts as we move forward with everything we do here. And we're looking forward to our official opening. So in mid-October for Gallery Night and Day here in the historic Third Ward, you're going to see this place fully activated. And we invite everybody to come down and visit us.
All righty. I thank you so much for coming on and making us more aware of what you're doing there. And I can't wait to come and visit. So thanks again.
Andrea, I can't wait to welcome you. Thank you so very much.
Mal Montoya is the president and CEO of the Milwaukee Artist Resource Network, located again in Milwaukee's historic Third Ward. You can visit their website at MARN, M-A-R-N, arts.org or call 414-485-0033. That's going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As always, I thank you for watching, and I do hope you join us again next week as we take another look at our issues in Milwaukee. Have a great day.